going on? You're tuned in to the All Points Podcast. We are the freshest crew. I go by the name of A2.
Jonathan the Great.
Tim on the furniture.
And it's just us three here today. It was super cold outside, so nobody wanted to show up, but the strongest of the strong came in.
Maybe it's cold outside.
Their knees was knocking together when they went out.
Like in the cartoons, when like the teeth be chattering and shit. You know, they knew they couldn't talk with this tool. So,
Midwest said his knee BLs were acting up.
But yeah, so we braved the storm. We came in. We wanted to make sure that we had an episode for y'all this week because unfortunately Tuesday, our our recording got lost, and so we couldn't get that out to y'all. But we got you today. So how y'all doing?
All right.
Yeah.
Doing good. It's been a pretty good week, man. Good week.
How come? What's going on?
Well, one of the best announcements this week. Kind of knew about it before, but now we got a timetable for it. We getting a new Dragon Ball anime, so I'm hyped about that.
Wait.
Dragon Ball Magic.
Yeah, Dragon Ball, or as they call it over there in Japan, Dragon Ball Daima.
So what's? Hold on, we'll go on that because I want to get back to that.
Yes.
But, yeah.
What?
You good, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, all right, then
So nothing to add.
What's is it like a continuation or some shit or what? I didn't even know.
So the way they're placing it is it's right at the end of Z before the prologue pretty much, but between Super. So we probably won't get any new forms with that there, but here's some twists that I'm seeing with it there. It looks like it's kind of a cross fusion between GT and Xenoverse, honestly, there. So I don't know what the hell happened, but everybody get turned into kids somehow. You got little Goku, little Vegeta,
so dumb.
everybody, even the babies the kids is babies now. Like it's wild.
So it's the Muppet Babies version of Dragon Ball, right?
Pretty much, and they're supposed to be going around the universe like they did in GT.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're looking for, but they're doing something there. But I'm like, we'll see how this one turns out. They got Goku with the power pole. I'm like, yeah, he about to hit niggas with the stick.
Why would he go back to using that? That don't make no sense.
It's gonna be trash.
Did Super end or something?
No, it's just they were too close to the manga, so they were letting the manga get ahead. But now they're like 2 arcs behind, where they really could just start pumping it out. I'm hoping with the fact that now that we are at this point, it's like, okay, after this, they will probably announce more Super because, like, why would you not? There's so much more content to cover.
It's not happening, man. I'm just gonna keep up with the manga.
It'll never die.
I mean, like I said, I don't usually do that, but they had me hooked after the Tournament of Power, and I really wanted to know what happened. And I was reading it, and I'm just like, okay, when this comes out on anime, it'll be cool. But
certain character got his N-word pass.
Yeah, exactly.
I can't do it. I don't know. I think it's stupid to go back and basically make a new series or whatever. But whatever, you guys do what you want to do.
See, if they really wanted to do something, they could like make a continuation of GT.
Ugh.
I mean, the internet's done plenty of that there. There was that Dragon Ball AF for years, and everyone was like, oh, Dragon Ball AF is so good. I'm like, man, this shit is basically stop motion. I don't want to watch this.
No, I mean, like, where it's at is they probably need to go the approach that the Sonic franchise should have done, and just let the fans like start to do their own little side projects. Just like find fan projects that sound good in concept, and then just like give them money and animators and shit.
See, that would scare me though, because like the Sonic fandom, man, they're weird, man.
They
there's
are.
a lot of porn out there.
Well, they ain't gonna give him money for the porn shit, but like the dude who did Sonic Mania, that was probably like the best Sonic game of like the last 10 years, without a doubt.
Sonic Mania is fun.
So I mean, if they just let people who are like passionate about it, they're like, oh, I have this dope concept that I want to put in like a Dragon Ball show, because like they have all those other Dragon Ball mangas that are like popular too. Just let them do it.
I mean, but no company's ever going to put, the people in charge of things. Like, granted, you can have all the passion in the world for doing something and nobody's really going to put money behind you. You have to show that you're going to actually be profitable. And companies are too stupid to take risks.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean. Is like you don't do like a whole like 4 seasons like funding for that. You give them like, I don't know, maybe like a 20 episode arc or something like that. That's still a lot of money, without a doubt. But if it has like some popularity online, I mean, that's when people when people hear like Chainsaw Man was getting an anime, they flock to that shit.
Yep, and it was gas. Like they animated it well. I tell you what they need to do. They need to take it back to like the old days of comics, you know, when like they just really weren't sure what to do, or it seemed like the comic sales was down. Ask the viewers, like, you know, when Jason Todd was around, they was like, people don't like that nigga. Do you want us to kill Jason Todd? Yes or no? And they smoked him. Smoked him.
Shit. Oh no.
Joker took him out.
Took him out. And that was all the fans.
If the fans was in charge, who's dying in Dragon Ball then?
Krillin. No, not Krillin.
Yamcha. Yeah. Yamcha,
we just need to stop with him. It's just like, just leave him alone, man. Like, he don't need to show up anymore.
Yeah, he had it hard enough. I mean, he had his girl stolen right in front of him. You know, dude. You know, fucking Vegeta crashed in front of Capsule Corp. Walked out, and she was like, "Oh, you're cute," and then just like get in the shower, and that was it. He was done. Yamcha was just dumbfounded. He was like, "The fuck just happened?"
Dude, it was just getting bullied by him too all the time. Like, they showing up to fights. He ain't even noticing that Yamcha's there. He's like, "I'm here too, Vegeta." He's like, "Why?"
Yeah, exactly.
That's funny. Bringing up Vegeta. I saw somebody post something or whatever, and I thought it was almost like a death battle type thing, and I would be interested in watching it. It's Vegeta versus Omni-Man. And I was like, that is a fight I want to see.
Vegeta versus
two cold ass dads, man.
Yeah, think about it.
I mean, if you're going like Vegeta in Super, like manga Super, where he's getting...
let's just do regular. Yeah, I mean, well, okay, we'll do Super, but minus. I don't think he really needs to go like all Ultra Instinct or Blue or whatever. But
actually, it's Ultra Ego.
Yes.
Yeah, get it right.
His hair's purple.
Those are two different things.
I watch
Ultra
Bleach. I watch Bleach where people actually die and it means something.
Don't.
Yes, they do.
I mean, sometimes they die.
No, have you not watched the new?
I have. Kenpachi should have been dead.
No, you shouldn't.
That motherfucker was a crispy ass charcoal just lying there. I'm like, you are 3 skin tones darker, my friend. You should not be alive.
Couldn't touch him. But that's where deaths actually matter. But nah, I want to see Vegeta versus Omni-Man. Make a death battle out of that.
That'd be a good one.
I think was it GT that he had the mustache?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, I think that's what they were using.
Oh,
It was like a battle of mustaches or whatever.
He had the super short hair and the vest too.
Yeah, I don't like GT, but I thought that shit was funny.
I used to like GT until I finally got to see the end of the fight with Omega Shenron, and it really pissed me off because I missed it when it aired. And, you know, it ain't like for the kids nowadays where, I can just go watch it on streaming. No, I had to wait months to see that shit again. And do you know how upset I was to see that he had the chance to just ice that man and he want to throw confetti out? And I'm like, this is so stupid. This is so, like, neither one of them joke around like that. Why would he do that?
I mean, if you want to talk about joke and whatnot, that's kind of like New Goku, because New Goku and like Super and whatnot.
He be
not serious at all.
Motherfucker don't ever want to power up. He be like, yeah, beat my ass, and then I'm gonna power up and beat your ass. Then you power up and beat my ass, and then like you got concussions.
I mean, that's kind of oh no. I mean, when you put it like that,
that's what it is,
that's
though.
Really what it is.
I mean,
it makes me not want to watch it anymore.
Vegeta don't let it get like that. Vegeta like, I'm just gonna go full power and ramp up on your ass right off the bat.
Nah, see, because Vegeta, he's the main reason why Cell got perfect.
Yes, that one was, he be reveling in his own power there. He's gotten better in Super, but God, the Cell thing was like, Vegeta, no, what are you doing? That's when he was like, yeah, I'm a Super Saiyan. I'm the strongest one there is. But like, he don't want to go back to his like, motherfucker, you cried to transform. Like,
I know, right?
Not because nobody died. You was just being petty. It was like, no.
You'll see that. You'll see that. What is it? Team 4-Star. The Dragon Ball Bridge. He's like, I want to be a Super Saiyan. I want to.
Just throwing tantrums. But that's what he does, though. He just throws tantrums all the time. But it's because he was the fucking prince, man. Like, he got to do whatever the hell he wanted. He was one of Frieza's top men doing whatever the hell he wanted. And then he met Goku and realized he couldn't do whatever the hell he wanted.
Who was your favorite or the worst villain in all of Dragon Ball?
Ooh.
All of Dragon Ball?
All of it. Out of any of it, who was like the best
favorite
villain?
Or worst?
The best villain is, I mean, still, it's Frieza.
It's Frieza?
Yeah, Frieza is the best villain. I mean, like, when you think about it, it's just like, Frieza is always just kind of like that, fuck you, I'm stronger and whatnot. and then, he, like, when he shows and proves and whatnot, he shows up. But worst villain? I don't know, let me think.
I could agree with you on the Frieza part there, because, like, Frieza is straight up a sadist and a racist, man. Like he is like, I'm just gonna give you the smoke because I can. He's like, I'm just giving you the smoke because I can. I'm destroying everything. Like Cell was like, I'll blow up the planet, but he just wanted to fight. Like he wasn't blowing up the planet because he wanted to kill everybody. He just was like, if you don't fight me, I'm gonna do it. So fight me.
Jonathan just pulled up this meme. It's got like, you know, Frieza got Vegeta held up by his head and whatnot, and he's about to punch him back. He's like, I said throw that ass back, you filthy Saiyan.
Make it clap. I think my best villain for me in Dragon Ball would probably be Kid Buu, just because Kid Buu was just a demon.
He didn't give a fuck.
He did not give a fuck. Like he beat he killed them niggas on Earth and went to hell just to beat on them more. And I'm like, he is evil, man.
Yeah.
You know how bad you gotta be to to kill somebody and just follow their ass in death and be like, nah, this ain't over. It ain't done.
Get a double
You know
kill.
what? I'm gonna say Zamasu.
Who?
Zamasu
from Super. Yeah, Zamasu from Super. He was just like, he was fucking
just angry.
I'm too prestigious for you all. You know, he's
Literally.
like a bougie ass villain. I don't like that.
He was
You
like
does like him.
the private school kid that had to go to public school, and he didn't like public school, so he's like, I'm gonna shoot this motherfucker up at this point. There, it's like Zamasu, chill, man.
Well, we might have had to move into this neighborhood, but I still own a Maserati.
Yes.
Yeah, it's just crazy villains out here, man. You know, they're just getting more and more diabolical by the day. You know, they keep picking on people. They keep bringing up stuff that just happened in the past and all their relationships with Tupac. And
I knew it. I'm like, he going somewhere.
she's a villain, man.
Bro,
She is not a villain.
I'm mad
She's
they're
misunderstood.
circulating again.
God, come on, man.
She's misunderstood.
No,
okay?
she's a fucking villain. They played the clip where she was talking to whoever on ABC, and she's talking about how like, oh yeah, we've been separated since like 2016, and you see her just closing her eyes and just breathing in, and they're like, look at her fucking eyes.
It's hard.
Man.
Okay?
No, it ain't.
It is hard
no, it's
to
not.
admit such things. Okay.
No, it wasn't.
I saw a meme today that said people need to just quit asking Jada Pinkett Smith and Gabrielle Union anything. Just leave them alone, please.
It's crazy,
Like,
man.
if that's, the case there, I'm even more mad at Will. It's like, Will, it was not worth it, man. Why did you do that?
Yeah.
How can you say it's worth it to that man? Okay, he was trying to be faithful.
No, she just been dogging him for years and is continuing to dog him. I'm like, why did you stand up for her?
Because he loves her, and she's just a fucking villain who just keeps playing with his balls. And you know what? I like I said, we all been through it. We all had that one person that you just keep on trying to, like, hey, and they just keep stepping on you.
Yeah, stepping on you like sand.
I used to think that she had a pretty good role in the TV show Gotham when she played Fish Mooney. It's like, no, that was just her.
Yeah.
Like, she didn't draw that from nowhere. That was just her being her.
Mm-hmm. She plays the character when she goes home. Mm-hmm. When she gets on set, then she's like, this is the real me. I'm a fucking demon.
They just been filming her at the house. He's like, so how'd you feel about your role in the show? What show?
Yeah. Like, what do you mean, what role?
It's like
acting.
I was at home.
But
I was getting prepared for what I'm gonna say when I get home.
Nah, man, I do feel bad for Will. Like, I mean, people keep posting the pictures where he's like crying and shit, and I'm like, man.
The funny thing about that though is that was like a like 2 frames still, and even in that conversation when he's looking all sad and shit, that was like he goes for like a second and he's like, and then goes back to smiling and shit.
He had to get back into character.
He might have, he might have, but. I'm just saying, man. I people saying, "Oh, Will Smith is." It was just funny because like all of that kind of like came out, and then people were all sad for Will Smith, and then he slapped a nigga like 6 months later.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. I wasn't sad for him. Then I'm like, yeah, keep your fucking mouth shut.
Yeah.
Everybody.
No, now he don't.
Nah, but
somebody said though, it's like, I wonder if Will would have did the same thing if Martin Lawrence was the one up there that made that joke. And it's just like, would he have slapped Martin? I know him and Chris is friends, but I don't think he would have hit Martin.
I don't think they're friends.
You don't think so?
No.
You don't think they was friends at the time?
They ain't bad boys for life.
No. You said him and Chris is friends.
Oh, him and Chris, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, they acted like they kind of were, but you know how it is with celebrities. They're like, oh, we're friends. It's like, you mean you guys have been at the same parties.
Like normal niggas do.
Exactly.
I mean, and they probably ain't dapping each other up and being like black actors. You know, they
definitely
probably
not.
ain't doing that.
No, especially not with never mind. But nah, I did see a meme like people were talking about this and they're like, oh man, Will Smith and Diddy should definitely hook up. But I was like, y'all stupid.
Oh shit.
The whole gay rumors going on, and I was like, whatever, is what it is.
I mean, if they gay, let them be gay. All right.
Yeah. They want to bang, let them bang.
There you go.
Yeah.
Wise words.
I know. But what?
Oh, I wasn't gonna say nothing.
Ah, okay. Speaking of, while we're in Gay Town, okay. Put on my serious face. It's on. Listeners, understand that my serious face is on, and I take this very serious. There's been a Woman of the Year crowned recently this year.
Man.
Now that woman has a strong penis.
Yeah, I saw that.
Okay. I don't want to. Okay.
Who was it?
What, Dylan Mulvaney? Dylan.
Don't even know who that is.
Remember the whole controversy with Bud Light?
That person?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm cool with trans people. Either way, it doesn't matter. Like I said, when it came to the sports thing, maybe I'm wrong, whatever. Somebody will try to convince me. But I kind of look at it like, as far as trans sports or people in sports, I think that they have your own category. Like, I'm not delegating, them to a lower tier or anything like that. It's just a separate one. Because you look at like handicap sports or whatever, they can't compete with, not regular. God damn.
Yeah, trans people are handicapped, y'all.
Like I said, it's a weird, it's a weird topic. But if there was like trans sports, then you could compete back and forth with no issue. Because it's like, hey, this is the wild card, if you will.
You think there's enough of them playing sports to do that though?
It's gonna have to be.
It's all right. I'm gonna let y'all get it out there.
Like, shut up.
Then I'm gonna bring the facts. I'm gonna bring the facts to the table.
I don't care about the fuck your feelings. It's about like whatever. Fuck facts. It's all feelings.
No, like, for real. Okay. There's two things that I have a problem with, like when people say that, because I mean it's not even like a problem with it. It's just there's two things that are just a problem. Because you go to states that are like, yeah, there was this like trans athlete, and you find out they're like one of 3 in the state. So you already have like this small minority, and then you like have this small minority of people who actually play sports that are trans. So like having a league is probably not going to work out.
Okay. Then if that were the case, if it's something like that,
it's complicated.
It is, but it isn't. But I would say, okay, yes, you're trans. We acknowledge that's the decision you want to make. Whatever, cool.
Yeah.
Whatever you are biologically born as or whatever.
Yeah.
Then play there.
Well, that's the other problem is though, because it depends on when they transition. Because like if you have somebody who like gets hormone therapy before puberty, they usually will go through like a puberty that's more similar to like whichever gender that they, you know what I mean?
But to them too, though, to your point of what you were born as, to them, they're not always born as what the part they have is, at least to them.
Biologically, though, like that's the thing is like separating the like gender shit with the biology and shit. But it's just like that's the only real caveat that I say. Like if you go through like a male's puberty and then transition back, you probably shouldn't be playing in like females categories.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I'm saying. We can do it like boxing, where you get your weight and your stats and all that stuff. And then we're like, all right, Cujo, you cannot be over here bodying motherfuckers in a female, 6th grade rugby. Like that's not gonna work. Dicks out for Harambe. You mean running niggas over? Like we ain't doing that.
Hold on though. I want to see a trans man throw hands with Floyd Mayweather though and beat his ass. That would be kind of funny. Or Logan Paul, or whichever one of them does it. I don't know which one of the Paul brothers boxes.
I feel like if Mayweather gets hit, like actually gets hit, then he could be on the floor. He ain't used to taking hits, so you don't know what it's like.
I mean, it depends on the skill. Like I did see some it was a trans man, woman, whichever, get choked out in Brazilian jiu-jitsu by some chick, and you got served up. Your skill wasn't there.
I mean, shit, I know somebody right now. She don't listen to the show, but she should. But she could probably like take. Well, she probably can't take you. She's like way too short. But She got some goddamn good skill.
She want box?
I don't know. Maybe let me hit her up.
All right.
All right, we'll have it
Tell
on
us
the next
set it
show.
up. All right. We'll get a pool. We'll put some mud in.
Fuck up.
Oh, my God.
It's a win for me.
Oh,
See.
stop.
What you were talking about, that small market, though, like I'm thinking about now, out of all the trans people I've known throughout my life there, I'm like, I ain't ever known not a single one of them that plays sports
Yeah.
or is athletic in the slightest. Like, they all potheads for the most part.
Yeah,
They like,
exactly.
nah.
Like, they ain't trying to like fucking. They ain't trying to go wrestling and shit.
I mean, the
tryna look
WNBA, they might be kind of pissed, though. You know, motherfucker ends up dunking on them, be like, oh, God, it's just balls in my face.
Oh shit! Speaking of balls in the face, though.
That ain't a cup. That's a dick.
Yeah, I was watching. I was on Instagram, right? And I saw this one reel, and it was this dude. What they name? His name was like Thomas or something. I forget what it was. But it was like, damn, Thomas taking it, and it was like he was pinning him, but he had his balls all in his face, and he was in that like little singlet, so you could just see all the package and shit. So you saw it just slide across his face and slide back. I was like, damn, he quit immediately after that match.
Yeah.
Awful.
Nah, you gonna get bit in your dick. Like,
It's like, nah, you doing that on purpose.
Y'all ever see that South Park episode where the new principal of the school, or not principal, she was like a teacher, like Miss Strongwoman or whatever.
Yeah,
she had the ex that was basically Macho Man Randy Savage, like identified as a girl, was just killing the female Olympics.
Oh god, that was so stupid.
Although
Yeah,
this
I'm
does,
reporting the women's league.
oh yeah,
cream rise to the top.
this gives me an idea though, and it's like, this is not to offend any kind of trans people or anything, but like, you know, when you go to a club and it's like ladies' night and they're like up $10, it's like, I thought ladies get in free. Well, they do, but 10 for you is like, well, I identify as, will they let me in?
Nope. They ain't gonna
And
do it.
can I sue them if they don't?
They ain't gonna do. See, here's the way that you get out of this. Okay,
Lawsuit waiting to happen.
Here's the way
probably
that you
could.
get out of this. Okay, so you get doormanning, right? Mm-hmm. And then trans woman comes up and like, oh, I'm a woman. And be like, see, I can't check what you are biologically, but I can see what you are on the outside. $5. Just cut the price in
half charge. Best of both worlds. Best I can do for you.
There you go. I mean, it's just like, hey, it's a win and kind of lose.
Maybe. Oh man. Yeah. I ain't got any transitions for this. We talked briefly last week about that new album that just came out that had the streets going crazy.
Wait, which album?
You know which one.
I don't
All
remember.
the for all the donkeys.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, just reading the comments lately, because it's been all over fucking Facebook, well, sort of.
Yeah.
I just thought it was funny because like everybody's saying that it's mid, it's boring. It's the same album we've heard a billion times from Drake. Yeah, some people were saying it's good, and I was just like, I guess. And then like in the whole media world, you had Joe Biden saying that Drake needs to stop fucking 25-year-olds.
Man, Joe Biden. Yeah, really.
Yeah. He's
Joe
like, listen here,
Biden.
Jack. No, obviously Biden. But, I mean, there's been a back and forth between those two. And I've been watching because I think it's fucking funny.
Oh, I saw that whole like long fucking post that he did.
Yeah. Yeah. He's like, Drake was clearly in his feelings.
Oh man, he was like, "This is what happens when you have somebody who doesn't live through it, who
Yeah.
hasn't done it, so he
Yeah.
has to make the excuses and whatnot, and then go do something else that pays the bills." It's like,
He's like, you were a failed rapper, you retired and we didn't put your jersey up and we don't even remember your
Yeah.
number. And,
Damn.
you had to switch to doing podcasts and pay your bills because you weren't good at this and yada, yada, yada. And so with all that, people were like, just picking out all the stuff that he said. They're like, okay, well, does that mean that you're a failed actor because you switched from acting to go rapping? Just a lot of different things. Yeah. And they're like, okay, but you started off trying to rap like Joe, so how are you trying to shit on him like now? And like, one, he didn't say anything bad about you. He just pointed out these two things that you said in the album, and you're getting all emotional and shit, writing huge ass paragraphs on multiple, posts and shit. And they're like, yeah, it was crazy. It was funny for me to watch because I don't like Drake at all.
Yeah.
So I was just like, I like it whenever he gets like super emotional and shit. And he's giving like light skinned dudes a bad rep.
I was
like,
gonna say,
I was just thinking that he is peak light skin
Yeah.
energy in the worst kind of way, man.
beige rage, just crazy.
Beige rage.
I was gonna say, how can you promote this light on light violence?
He needs
I
to
don't
be
claim that
stopped.
name. But the thing I did see is whenever Drake gets into a beef with somebody, then somebody else is always coming in to defend him. Like you got Birdman and Jay Prince and everything. And somebody made a post that was like, man, Drake is everybody's little sister. Like
For real.
whenever you get picked on, then everybody will come up and start defending him.
It's because he's cosplay Drake. One minute he cosplays as the bully, and then he's cosplaying as the victim.
Yep. And you notice how Drake will never do like have any kind of beef with somebody who's like on the same level as him. You know?
No, he never does.
Because like the closest that he had was just the short little beef he had with Common.
Somebody said he won that one.
What, Common?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Because like the last line he had on his response, because he went on the Stay Scheming. He did that one was like Drake and Rick Ross, and Drake said something like, It's funny when the guys start acting like the broads and whatnot. So then he came back with it. He said his little shit. And the best line he said, he's like, you ain't wet nobody, nigga. You Canada dry. I was like, all right, well,
I don't even know why Drake's saying shit like that. It's like, we both know you over here getting your fucking hair curled while you doing this at the same time. Like, acting like the bras. It's like, we saw you out here looking like Thugnificent from the Boondocks.
exactly.
Yeah. Like with the little clips in his
Yeah.
head. Yeah, I was like, come on, man. That's
But it's like,
weird.
bro, what are you doing?
It's like the online Drake is very different from like his like media appearance Drake, because like he'll do some shit like that and then go and talk about like he's out here handling people when he's not.
Yeah,
And we
yeah.
know, everybody knows he ain't.
Yeah.
Yeah, like his interview with Bobby honestly made me like him a little more. Because I'm like, he seems a little more down to earth, but then he's doing this shit again.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
it's just
exactly.
like, I don't understand you, Drake.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I think like real life Drake, we probably get along with. He's
Yeah.
probably a nice
Yeah.
guy. But just online where he's talking about, you want to talk greasy or whatever, how we handle in the street, it's mob ties, yada yada yada. It's like, come on, Drake, you're not
Yeah,
really
shut
like
up,
that.
maple syrup.
Like, stop
Yeah,
it.
right.
But yeah, just I hope they keep going. But we're talking about like the beefs. There was I was listening to this this thing on YouTube where they were talking about like all the shots that he was taking for everybody on this album, and he was going at Rihanna a few times, and I was like, you are a bitch.
Yeah,
like, you
man.
are hurt, man.
He just really wish he would have got her. It's
Yeah,
like,
he
no,
really
she don't
does.
like your ass.
He does.
I mean, it's Rihanna though.
Now I'm starting to see though why it is that he always makes songs about being single and alone and sad. I'm like, I see why females don't like your ass. Probably because you out female them,
Yo, he's just basically like raps Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah.
Hey, did you know her and Travis Kelce are dating?
Really?
Oh
Yeah.
God, now this
Oh my god, I didn't even know that.
Nah, he did make one funny thing when he was talking about the whole Rihanna thing. But he was talking about ASAP Rocky. But he was talking about, yeah, y'all go on vacation to the Caribbean probably all the time, and she be booking the flights and basically handling
Saying
the whole
that
thing because she's
she's
got more
wealthier than
money.
money.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, he's never gonna leave. I'm like,
Yeah.
I thought that was kind of funny.
I mean, I'd be mad at ASAP Rocky too. I was like, you know, put 2 babies in her motherfucker.
I
mad at him.
mean, that's just the definition you being mad. Like you didn't get her,
He
you
got
mad at the
there
nigga that
first.
did.
Yeah.
But it's been so long. It's like, Drake, let it go, man.
You just didn't put in that work.
Oh my God. Nah, he took a shot at Kendrick again. Sort of.
Really?
Sort of.
He took a shot at a lot of people in this album, didn't he?
Yeah. They had a whole list of people.
Boy?
Huh?
What do you say about my boy?
It was something on the lines of like, the people. I think, if I'm remembering it correctly, but it was just one of those things. That's like, no. Actually, I got to go back to it because I'm still remembering the one where he's talking about, people put out an album and then just disappear for like, whatever.
Okay, so that's kind of like how Kendrick could go like 4 years or so.
Yeah,
without-
yeah.
You'll
It's
just
like,
never see
so
him.
then it's what's better, putting out just like mediocre after mediocre after mediocre
Apparently
after
to some
mediocre.
people.
Ain't
Yeah.
Kendrick still dating Erykah Badu? Or he was like hanging out with her a lot, I think, at one point, but it was implied they were
dude's
together.
married.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. That's and on what's it called? Whenever he talks about Whitney, that's his wife.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what needs to happen? I think I know how we finally stop Drake.
Yeah.
I think next time he drops an album and he want to diss a whole bunch of people, they all just make a collab album. Like, what was that DJ Khaled song where he just had like 10 different artists on it?
Oh God.
It's like we get Kendrick, we get Cole on it, we get everybody on it. They all just dropping verses at him.
Yeah, Cole
no,
dude.
I know he
can't
was
do
on
that.
the album.
You can't do that. And you know why? Because he's gonna start comparing himself to Thanos.
True.
Or,
True.
you know, I mean, he's not going to compare himself to Jay-Z, but there was a point in time where it was get Jay-Z.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I don't know. He's going to take a break or whatever because his tummy hurts. So, you know.
Been lying on it too
Hopefully.
long, making his tweets.
with his
I'm
legs
going
up.
on hiatus.
Drake absolutely seemed like he got some floods on with his legs up in the air, texting away on some silk sheets.
Yeah. So, but since Drake's going to take a break, I think we're going to take a break.
Yeah.
We'll be back. No.
And we're back to the show.
Hey, fuck you.
Female frogs pretend to be dead to avoid sex.
That is so weird because that is in my notes.
Was it really?
Yes.
I saw it this week too. I was like, what the fuck?
Y'all some weirdos.
No, that was funny as fuck.
It's like your lady pretends to be sleeping. It's like, I'm too tired. It's like, nah, motherfucker, I'm dead.
See, do that shit, and you gonna find something out about your man that you don't want to know.
Like
Right.
a dead body.
Time.
Yeah.
Still warm.
Still warm. Can't say no.
God damn, fuck.
Nah, but that is funny though, because they did the study and they're just talking about how like the mating season can get violent. So sometimes they'll just pretend to be dead, kind of avoid all that shit.
It's crazy how many animals out here just like they for real sex addicts and problems. It's like between the frogs doing that, apparently otters rape baby seals all the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
There, I'm like, there is so much just rape in the animal kingdom, man.
Yeah.
It's wild.
Dolphins.
Dolphins, and I'm
Yeah,
like,
man.
they are not cute creatures at all.
I mean, you know, most of the animal kingdom is non-consensual, so
The real question though is who the fuck are these people that are sitting there filming all these animals fucking and watching them for hours on end?
Some freaks out there.
And why are we letting them walk around?
yeah, bite her fur.
They're behind the camera, so we don't know what they look like.
Right.
They're probably
That's
like
true.
dudes with glasses that, you know, probably fly out to Los Angeles or whatever.
Yeah.
Got that bald comb over.
No.
Glasses
definitely
fogging
not.
up all
They
the
got
time.
a little bit of like a mini fro going
Mini
on.
Fro,
sometimes,
definitely. I
yeah.
can see that.
Yeah.
Probably draw like a Tesla or something like that.
Something like that.
yeah.
Like
you give
they
some sort of
clone
like-
Tyrone mini fro though, like they shouldn't have a fro, but they do.
Yeah, there you go.
They're probably named Kyle.
Yeah, we didn't do the rounds of like, you know, dissing everybody who wasn't here.
Yeah. I
You
mean,
know.
but, you know, whatever.
I mean, Gene, you know, he's like Drake, his tummy hurts. And Sam, I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know what happened to him.
Nobody knows.
It's been weeks.
Yeah.
We haven't
It
seen
really feels like it has been.
They-
weeks.
yeah, like it's been a while. Since
Yo, just quit the show, niggas. Damn.
him. You gonna make him quit with that one.
I know. I better quit.
it's gonna be like just a letter that's gonna slip under the door. It's gonna be like the fucking
Here's my
2-week notice.
resignation.
It's gonna be like, you know, Mankind when he was in the I Quit match.
I quit. I quit.
Deep cuts.
I
Deep cuts.
quit.
No.
That's wild though that we had that both.
I know, man. That was weird. Be dipping
Damn.
into my stash, man.
That's
you
like
know
that's like the evolved version of I have a headache.
Like, hey, man, I'm sorry. I can't fuck you. I'm dead.
It's like, oh well,
It's
gotta
just
get rid of this juice somehow.
right.
Man. So, speaking of news stuff, I hate when TikTok, you know, slanguage barriers come up and whatever news article tries to post about it. I think it's the dumbest shit ever. And I hate Gen Z and TikTok. I don't hate TikTok. I kind of like TikTok. TikTok got that ass on
I
it.
knew that's exactly why you like TikTok.
got that ass. I'm like, God damn. But anywho, have you guys heard the term out of pocket? Yes.
Yeah.
What is it used for?
So when you doing something egregious,
Your ass is wild.
Okay, so that's the term that we've always known it as. Apparently, like some other lame millennials and
Probably
boomers. Like when they say out of pocket, they mean like if you're leaving the office or something like that for like a brief amount of time, like you're going to a doctor's appointment for the day or whatever.
Oh, don't worry, Steve. I'm gonna be out of pocket for a minute.
Yeah, that's what they use it as.
God.
And so some Gen Z dude or whatever, he was just kind of laughing. And he's like, it just cracks me up whenever I hear my boss say that. Like, okay, girl, go do what you're gonna go do.
Yeah.
And I was just like, this isn't Gen Z. This isn't new. Like, and I hate whenever the news, articles cover this shit because they make it seem like this just came out and it's just this
when it's like Gen Z slang that you don't understand.
Yeah,
and you go through that and it's like everything's been used since like 1990.
Yes. I hate it.
But that's how it goes though, because it's like, remember when fucking Back That Ass Hip came out and people talking about twerking and whatnot, and it took them like almost 20 years to actually catch up and like figure out what the fuck that was.
Yeah,
so.
And now it's about vaxing that ass up.
Yeah.
Man, I do need to go get my flu shot.
Man,
I do too. Because, actually, no, I'll do it at work. I get it for free. I mean, I think it's already free anyway, so.
Yeah, pretty much. I've never seen a place actually charge for a flu shot. I mean, I never get them. I'll be like, if I'm going to get the flu, I'm going to get the flu.
See, I got lucky. I ain't never had the flu. Well, I think the last time I had the flu was like probably like 20. And then after that, it's just been smooth sailing since.
My allergies give me flu-like symptoms, man. If I don't take my medicine preemptively,
I
wake up, I'm going to be fucking throwing up, shitting my guts out, and I'm going to just every year around the same time, March, April.
So if you ever needed a day off, you just don't take your medicine.
Pretty much, yeah. But I ain't going to be able to do shit but sleep.
Hey, you know what?
You just got to time it properly.
Exactly.
True.
Yeah. Nah. I remember, and I feel like this was the start of the social media bullshit where they, they started like trying to fool people with shit or conspiracy type stuff or whatever.
Right.
Like it was this news not article, but it was a video where this girl took a flu shot and then she was like, I used to be able to run, but now I can't. She's doing like this stupid ass, yeah. And I was like, holy shit.
False information.
Yeah. I was like, the flu shot's out here fucking people up. I was like, oh, I'm not taking that. Like, no way. Like, that kind of fucked me up for a little bit. I mean, granted, I didn't get sick, so it was all good.
They just be like, just because it's in a video, it's believable. Like my dad sent me one the other day of like people who have the highest IQs in the world, and they were like, Kyrie Irving has an IQ of 250. I looked, I'm like, man, that nigga's IQ was 132. This man lied.
It just be exaggerating. I mean, like 132 is still.
But people be believing it there, and I'm like, stop believing this.
Yeah.
Like, it's just because it's like. Dr. Umar Johnson. It's like, I'm so sick of old black people and Umar Johnson. It's like, you don't know that this man actually knows what he's talking about because you ain't going to look up anything he tells you. You just going to believe it.
Man, we had a conversation about this yesterday. And I was just like, it was frustrating me because dude was like, well, what if, because it was talking about the whole thing that happened in Israel, right?
I don't want to get to that.
Yeah, well, we can just get to that shit.
Yeah.
But when we was talking about that, and I was just like, yeah, like people were talking about like that $6 billion is what funded all that shit, and I was like, how the fuck are they gonna do that in like 3 weeks?
Yeah.
It's like
they
shit
didn't
don't make
even
any
release
sense.
it.
Huh?
I heard they didn't even release it.
No, they've released some of it, but even then, it's like in the timeline from when they released to whenever the shit happened. There's absolutely no way they could plan that shit.
Yeah, like how many guns you buying that quick?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, yeah, maybe you could. I don't really know.
And then it moves on to like people saying that the arms from Ukraine were sold over to the people in Gaza. And that was like, see, here's the fucked up part of it. Because like these people went out of their way to make a fake Associated post. And then they put it on Twitter. And then they made a fake, there's this account called Bellingcat. To where they reported it. So they made the fake account report the fake Associated Press news. And it just spread. And then it's just like people just believe it.
Some people just want to spread chaos, man.
I mean, I do.
Okay, I've been watching a little bit of Pac-Man, so I don't really know exactly what's going on, but I've been seeing and hearing little bits and pieces and shit.
Biblical shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We about to die.
Man. Like, I don't believe all that. But, I mean, they're just talking about, like, they're in there killing kids, beheading kids and shit. Like, why? Like, what is wrong with y'all?
Yeah.
Like, I do not get it. Like, it still just blows my mind. Like, I did see another video where they were in Jerusalem, whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
And it's some dude talking, and he's like, "Wait, so you would kill me?" He's like, "Yes, and according to Allah or whatever the fuck, I would kill you because you're a Christian or whatever." And I'm like, what?
Well, that's just fucking fundamentalism.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
When the rapture happens, if you cross me, I'm sneaking your ass.
I man, just reading comments and shit, and they're just talking about how, you know, religion, it really is kind of fucked up because it just turns people against each other.
Yeah, I mean, like that's the thing is that people who I know who are Muslim don't even engage in shit like that, and that's how it should be, you know. But when you get those people who are like, religion is just my life, it is my only thing. If I live in this box and whatnot, then I'll be safe. And then you get that kind of shit where it's like, this goes against my entire worldview and shit. I'm just like, yo,
people who let it dictate every single factor of their life, man. Like, it's just like, you got to be able to make some decisions for yourself. That book does not tell you every single thing. Like, you got to be able to think for yourself at least a little bit.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I'm considered religious there. I'm more spiritual because I don't like to align myself with a particular religion because people be crazy there. But it is just like, some of y'all just be taking it so damn far with and God hates you shit, and I gotta kill you or just not associate with you. And it's just like, y'all some evil people, man.
When you cross the threshold of like, I can justify murdering a fucking baby for my religion, then it's like, nah, you've gone too far.
Hell, disowning your kids just because they date someone of a different religion, that's fucking crazy to me.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
I've seen that happen in the Muslim community. I'm like, that's crazy. They just cut you off like you never existed.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yep.
It is crazy, though. I mean, you know, but on the flip side of that, if you rep your religion, you know, hard, or you stand up for your beliefs, sometimes, you know, the corporate world can shut you down.
Yep.
You know, even though you've done great works, you know, sucking a bunch of dicks and getting piped down, and, you know, it just wasn't good enough. They cut down Mia Khalifa.
Wait, what happened?
She got fired.
For what?
I think she's riding with the Hamas people or whatever.
Oh, she is.
I think. Well,
fuck her then.
You know, who's it? Stokes or whatever, who does all the fact checking shit.
Oh, Snopes. Yeah.
They can check me out on that just to make sure. But I did see her pop up, and she got fired for siding with one of them.
I mean, like I said, if that's the case, then fuck her.
Only she had a lucrative business to fall back on.
Oh, man, it's crazy. This plan's been in the works, baby. Gotta bring the goat back to the game.
Gotta show them what's up. Pornhub ain't got enough content no more.
She's what the game's been missing. It's been too dry out here. It's been Canada dry, man. We don't like that.
It's too bad because if she did come back, she would make a fuck ton of money.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna come back.
I wonder if she's still making money off of it now, even though she hasn't done it.
There's
like
no
royalties of some kind, or did they just cut her off?
So I don't think it works like that. I think like for porn stars, they get paid per scene and they don't own any of it. So it's like, if any money's getting cut, it's to those studios who make it.
Probably.
Yeah,
it's fucked up. And then you got people who are like, I'm just gonna steal this shit and then just repost it, and then they start making money on it.
Bless them.
Yeah.
Your XNXX, your X hamster videos, all that shit.
What? I don't know what these websites are. What are you speaking about?
Down.
Yes, check it out.
Yeah, but actually, before we get off of that topic, I just want to say one thing. For anybody that doesn't know about this whole thing, there is a big difference between Hamas and the Palestinian people. Palestinian people are innocent. Hamas, they some bitches. So say fuck Hamas. You know, be cool with the Palestinians. All right.
Hey, break it down for me a little further, or you know, the listeners. Okay. So Israeli people are the no. See, they're the Jewish people.
Yes, they're the promised
mostly
people.
Like so in Jerusalem, there's mostly like Jewish people, and Israel and whatnot.
And then so at one point in time, I think I saw a little video on this. At one point in time, the whole area used to be what?
Like Palestine.
It was all Palestine.
It was mostly Palestine, and then lesser was like Israel. Yeah, it was Israel. So basically, it was just like there's a difference. There was like land treaties. There were settlements and whatnot where Israel was moving into certain territories that was under Palestine's control, and they started expanding and whatnot. So then eventually, just over time, there was a lot of that happening, and with the backing of like the U.S. government, they expanded to like get the majority of the region. But what happened is that you have two parts. You have the West Bank, which is kind of like in the northern, not like north of Gaza, and then the Gaza Strip, which is kind of like in the southern. I don't know near enough about the West Bank, but Gaza is basically like imagine like the metro of Los Angeles, but then shrink that down like a quarter, and then pack 2 million people in there.
Ooh.
So that's basically what they're dealing with, and then they like don't have much food, water, and all this shit. So it's basically they're blockaded from the sea, so they can't take any boats and leave. They're blockaded from the side, and there's basically like just one road that leads out into Egypt. So that's basically what they're dealing with.
So that's probably what their beef is or whatever.
Yeah, because like
some of them was like, nah, fuck it, we the Hammers.
Yeah, but I mean on the same footing because like obviously I'm on both sides of this one because it's not just Israel who's fucking up here, but you have those forces like Hamas that have popped up here and there and whatnot, and they would routinely like launch weaponry over to Israel. That's why they have this thing called like the Iron Dome. Yeah. So Israel did have to deal with a lot of like bombardment from those areas.
Attacks.
But again, like when people are like, "Oh, this is horrible. Yeah, we need to like, take out Gaza or whatever." What they're really saying is, like, I don't like those terrorist organizations, and I don't know anything about what's going on in Gaza. I don't know about the 2 million people there. So like, that's why I like to make the distinction because like
there's innocent people that are there.
Because they have like this really low life expectancy rate. So most of their population is fairly young. So you're talking about people who are in their like 50s and below. So there's a lot of like young people in there that are going to get caught up in all this shit that Hamas did. And not the people of Palestine. So that's really what's going on.
All right,
it's fucked up.
I mean, I look at shit like that and just even the stuff in Ukraine and everything, and just all over the world, really. And I'm like, humans gotta go. Humans gotta go. Like if like I've said it before, we're at a point in time where. We have technology that's fucking amazing. Like I can look at porn on my phone. I can jack off like right here. I can put an attachment on here that just goes by itself.
Please don't.
It'll just get me to bust all kinds of nuts. We're in an amazing time.
It's a nice table.
And it's crazy to me that you can't have a conversation with somebody to smooth shit out. Like how difficult would it be just be like, yo, like. I don't know. Let's work some shit out. Like, why do we have to keep killing each other? It doesn't make any sense.
Because people are like, you can't put shit behind you unless you or else you look like a bitch. That's really what it comes down to.
People
it's like
petty, territorial.
Like international politics is just not looking like a bitch.
That's
all it is.
So stupid.
Especially when land is like involved. I mean, hell, look here in America, man. We got people shooting motherfuckers up just because they live a block away.
Right, exactly.
They came into our block there. I mean, hell, I get mad at my neighbors for parking in front of my fucking house.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's just like park in front of your house. Like we want what's ours, and a lot of times we also want what's other people's. Yeah. The thing that I kind of don't want to see, and I know this will be the thing there. You're going to get a lot of people that are going to go into, this is what religion makes you do. They're over here arguing over this land. They can't have the conversation. Like history showing us, like it ain't got to be fucking religion to argue over land. And I'm like, you just do it because you want it.
Yeah. Like the thing that a lot of people don't realize here is like the less religious we get, the more like political. So it's just shifting the base where it's at. You know what I mean?
Exactly. No one's going to be happy at the end of the day.
Yeah, right.
That's just what it comes down to.
Humans gotta go.
Worst enemies.
That sounds great. Humans that aren't me and like the select few that I like.
We're going to build a phallic-shaped rocket, and we are just going to go colonize a new planet.
Just get all up in that planet.
Damn right.
Get down to the core.
All right. I had two things. Oh, well, it doesn't really matter. But what's something that you do at your job that you're supposed to do, but you now completely just disregard?
Hey, I just completely ignore the dress code. Like, so we're supposed to have like business casual, slacks, all that shit. I'm like, fuck that shit. I'm trying to be comfortable, so I'm wearing me some jeans, t-shirts, and like some Adidas and shit.
Bringing a Snuggie.
Yeah, I mean, if I could. I sure as shit would be at my desk in that Snuggie. Mm-hmm. But yeah, that's pretty much it, honestly. Other than that, I'm a good cookie.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I can't do it. I can't do it. Like, whenever I'm going to work in the morning, the speed limit in front of the job is 30 miles an hour. And even this morning, while I was actually heading over there, like, they double up on me. Like, you'll have one person in front of you that you think is like a hero, and they're starting to go, and then they drop down to 30. And then, like, they stack on to each other too. Like, they're all the manager, the IT people. They'll turn in early before I turn. Like, I get to the light, and there'll be people on the left and the right, and they'll drop it down to 30. So I keep trying to like weave through. So I go 40 through there because I don't care. And if I hit somebody, it was your fault because you wouldn't have a crosswalk. And yeah.
All right, good.
I hear just like, you see that person that you think they were going to keep speed, and they start slowing down, and that song just, I can be your hero, just fades. Just fades.
It's disappointing. But like I said, I don't give a fuck no more. I'm like, yeah, what are you going to do? Like, you going to stop me from getting to work? Not that I want to be there, but I actually want to get there early before Todd gets there because he's a bitch. But,
who's the dude that you was racing after work?
Steve.
Yeah, Steve.
Yeah, we don't race much anymore.
Steve.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
You win?
No, well, I mean, I got to go get, the badass kids from their school. So I got to go the other way.
Yeah.
But yeah, what you do?
I be working from home on Mondays and Fridays, and I be playing Tekken and watching anime. And then when we have bagel and donut day, I take that shit home so I can feed my family. And I take more than just for myself.
And when is bagel and donut day?
Thursdays.
All right, I'm be on.
I missed it yesterday, and they brought in Lena's breakfast burritos, and I was pissed.
Oh shit, yo, Lena's.
Lena's?
You ain't had Lena's?
Good. No.
Bro,
Lena's
Lena's so
cold.
good.
Yeah.
Where's this at?
It's at
The only one now is at
Woodlawn, right?
Central and Oliver.
Wait, really?
Oh, the Mexican place.
Yeah.
They got rid of the one on Woodlawn there. It's a Thai
Really?
place now.
Oh, that's some bullshit.
It's
I
a
was
mattress
pissed.
hub now.
It was so good.
Yeah, it's gonna be matches. Yeah.
Definitely.
Oh yeah.
No. But you said something about, grabbing some food and taking it home to the family. I have an issue that's going on in my house, and I am not happy with. It's a consistent thing that keeps going on and has been going on and probably will keep going on.
What are they doing to you?
Okay. This is probably how we grew up, but whenever, like mama makes food or whatever when we were growing up, it was just us. It was our family. We're gonna eat. We're not inviting everybody that we fucking know.
I know, yeah.
And maybe that translated over to my adult life, but whenever my woman makes food, I want it for just our household. I do not like to share food. I don't know. You could say like, oh, that's just being selfish or whatever. It's not that big of a deal.
Fat motherfucker.
I don't care. I do not care. I hate when I come. Okay, so when I pick up the kids or whatever, their family friends. It was yesterday. The girl comes in and she's like, "Oh, I'm so hungry. I gotta eat after school," and goes into the fridge and starts like pulling stuff out to eat. And I'm like, "What are you doing?" And she was like, "I'm hungry. I gotta eat." I was like, "No, like that's my lunch. Like, what are you doing?" And she was like, "Really? Like, I gotta eat after school?" I'm like, "That is not my problem. Like, they just be coming over and eating all the time,
Just in your fridge.
Yeah,
That's why you follow where they like follow them home, right?
I know where they live.
Okay, well you just go into their house.
No,
I gotta eat.
That's the crazy thing, because I would never do that. I don't go over
Exactly.
people's houses and then be like expect to eat.
Just
Like
go
that's just weird to me.
It's even worse when they go straight to your fridge.
Yeah.
Like they come in and just open up what you got.
Like, what we
Get the
gotta
fuck out of my fridge.
And it's been multiple times where we have our same friends over. I still like you guys. I just don't want to share food with anybody.
Yeah.
It's one thing that I was watching Comics Explain. It was Rob. He was pretty much saying something along the lines like, when it comes to taking care of your family, you don't make a sandwich and then go to your neighbor's house and feed them. You feed your family first and then try to look out for somebody else later when you're okay.
It's the same thing as when you're on a plane and they say the oxygen mask.
Yeah,
You put yours on first.
Yeah. And that's the way I look at it. I'm like, we're doing okay. We're not like broke. We're not going to, be out on the streets or anything like that. But it's just one of those things like,
it's
we
the
buy
principle
food for us. Like, y'all, if you want, you're slacking on food or whatever, sell a brick. Like, do something.
Food expensive here now. Just be eating in people's houses like that.
Is that your solution for everything is sell a brick?
It might be. I bite a lot from Joe Budden.
Sell a brick or suck a dick.
Me and Khalif was like,
Nah, man, my sister did me dirty like that not too long ago. She came in the house. I don't even know what made her go in. She just went in the fridge and was like, "Ooh, can I have a piece of this Popeye's chicken?" Motherfucker, no. But I was being nice, and I said, "Yes." Like, you don't just take somebody's leftover Popeyes.
Yeah.
Like, the fuck, man? This ain't no homemade chicken. It's Popeyes. Leave it alone.
You don't just go over to Jonathan's house and expect to get some spaghetti like
every
out the
time.
fridge.
I was just getting ready to mention this because I'd be like, "Yeah, we're eating something." He's like, "All right, I'm coming over," and I'm like, "No."
Hey, she invited me, so
I don't care.
listen. Nah, it's
That's
like
what I
it's
mean.
Like it's like the thing of you can't let a vampire in unless you're invited.
Yeah.
Once the vampire's in, he got free reign. I'm sucking that blood.
But that's how she is. Like, that's what I'm saying. I guess she grew up like that.
Yeah.
I mean, when her brother was here, then whenever he was getting ready to go to work or whatever, then she'd cook and then he'd come over before going to work and eat.
It's one thing when it's like not reciprocated. That's it. Like if somebody was like cooking for y'all too and then bringing up food.
As far as I know.
Yeah,
I mean, granted, when it's a party, man. When it's a party, then yeah. But
well, I mean, but even then, like
outside
day-to-day,
of that,
really,
I don't get no invites to go to people's houses.
Oh yeah, right.
It's even worse though when they take the last of something. Like Germ came over one time at my sister. You should have known it would be about him.
Yeah, right.
But like, I was like bumming over at my sister's house there, so I kept like sandwiches. I had salami and stuff like that. He's like, "Can I make a sandwich?" I'm like, "Sure." Motherfucker don't tell me it's the last of the salami meat, so I go in and make a sandwich later on in the day, and I'm like, "Motherfucker, why did you not tell me? I took your ass home, and I could have got me some more fucking sandwich meat on the way back."
Oh shit, I forgot.
He was smacking that sandwich in your face. He was burping salami.
Double meat sandwich.
He went thawing on you. He was like, "It was me."
Yeah. I hate that stuff, man. I do not like people eating my food, man. Like, it shit pisses me off.
Yeah, man, it's great that nobody comes over, so I can just eat all my food to myself.
More power to you.
Yep.
More power to you.
You know what I got today?
What?
I went to What was it? Tacos JJ.
TJ's Tacos.
Yeah. Whatever the fuck it is. Got that bitty pizza and whatnot.
Oh.
That big ass monster. Ooh. That's about to sit in the fridge for the weekend.
Hey, did you dip it in the chimichurri though?
Oh, you already know. You already
That shit
know.
is
I do need to
bussin'.
get some food.
Yeah.
It might be time to get out of here.
I agree. I think this has been a productive episode.
Right on.
I'm glad that y'all tuned in. He got something that he got to say?
I did want to go over these questions real quick.
Oh, okay. Well, we got more questions?
Asking all them questions.
I was just trying to get out of here.
Yeah.
I gotta fly out. I gotta catch a flight tomorrow.
All right. We'll keep it real brief. This was sent in by the Vixen 316.
Oh shit! I know who that is.
We know who that is. What up, girl? Okay. I'm gonna go through these. They might not be. I might have to scorn whoever this is for sending these in. What is your favorite holiday? Halloween.
My birthday.
What is your first concert? What is the first concert you attended?
Atmosphere.
No, not for me.
Does it count if it was Riverfest?
Yeah,
Yes.
I guess it does.
It would be Ruben Studdard.
Really?
I'm sorry. Jay-Z,
I'm sorry for
Mary
your
J.
2004.
Blige, whatever it was. Would you rather walk in on your parents having sex or have your parents walk in on you?
I'd rather them walk in.
I mean, the first one's already happened, so like it might as well be my turn at this point.
Just be clapping. Yeah, Ma, I'm making more babies for you.
You can't do this with your old ass back.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Either way, it's gonna be weird.
It'd be weird, but it'd be less weird for you if you're the one.
Yeah,
clapping.
that's true. I don't want to walk in like, "Mommy, no, you get off of her."
No, we had to start locking our garage door because for a while there, her parents was just coming by our house because we lived by there and just walking up in there. It's like, don't do that.
Wait, you mean this Kyle's sister?
Yeah. Yeah. I hope you're listening, Kyle. I had to stop your mama and daddy from walking in while I was beating cheeks.
Yeah, meat to meat.
Meat to meat.
All right, what's the weirdest thing that you find attractive?
Wait, say it again.
What is the weirdest thing that you find
I
attractive?
find like ears attractive. Like
Ears?
ears that kind of stick out a little bit. I think that's cute.
I don't think I find anything like weird attractive. If I like it, it ain't weird.
I guess so.
Like, is it like something that I like,
Yeah.
or is it?
Something you like? That's
I like.
I feel like I don't want to say it because then I'm just gonna give Kyle more PTSD.
All right. What accomplishment are you most proud of?
Shit, I made it to October.
Every time I look in the mirror and I can still see it. Yeah.
I don't have a record.
Yeah. Okay.
Brag.
I know, right?
All right. What is your longest sex session? Like 6 hours.
I'd say 3.
Who times it?
I was
You don't?
watching the clock.
No, I be sleep at times, man. Like when I'm done, like I'm not concerned with the time afterwards there.
See, I'll be like, okay, I need to put the steps on here.
I mean, if you never leave the bed, does it count as the same session?
Yes.
Shit, I don't know. I didn't time it. We was there for a long time.
Yeah.
Also, your sister, Kyle.
All right. Last one. What do you love about yourself? This dick.
I'm a resilient motherfucker. I can go through a lot of shit and then still be like Smiley Cyrus.
All right. What about you?
Comedy. I think I'm funny, and I also don't fuck with 12.
Ooh. Well, all right. Like we said, hope you liked the episode. If you have any more questions that you want to send in, send them to allpointsquestions@gmail.com unless you're Tim. Yeah.
Debbie stopped me early.
N-word coming soon.
Yeah.
I'm going to just make a burner email and just start sending all kinds of shit to y'all.
Good Lord, no.
Well, anyways, I go by the name of A2.
Jonathan the Great.
Tim on the furniture.
And we
Ah.
Out of here.